And we take off IGL Invitational. We're underway. Wet Esports versus Team Sonus. Brody from downtown in camo gets in the way of it. First save of the game. First shot of the game. Here's Cruncho. Cruncho was sitting out on the last game, and with the invitational team being, all invitational teams being required to play 2 times a week, it's important to keep the personnel rotations going fresh, make sure everyone's available, no one gets burnt out. Brody drops it down, ends with a dunk. And we're gonna call I'm not sure what that name is, so we're gonna call him Dub, for short for W. But if you're in the chat, feel free to correct me on that. And here's Dub. Great flick across the field, addressed quick by Cruncho. Camo drops it down. Good ball movement here. And it's out across the field. Camo over, beats one defender, but Brody's there. Brody up to Cruncho, back to Brody, and Pato is able to disrupt the play, and Camo is able to get in the way of the backboard double. Pato getting chased to the corner. Can't quite get finish. And we're here against the wall, against the sideline. There's a bump. Shot opportunity, and it's in there. Camo gets it done.
También se prepara este mangranero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo a Cristiano, Cristiano del área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
And Team Sonus will take the lead. Rolls up the sideline here. Cruncho. Pinch against the ceiling. And let's keep an eye on this Camo. Another shot off the pass, and Cruncho gets in the way. No save for him, but goal-saving touch all the same. Cruncho gets robbed outside the orange net. Brody going over, doubles, and a great pass. Wet Esports strikes back.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
Great carry by Brody. Perfect execution into the waterfall, and we are tied 1-1. Bolts, there is a font change. I don't even know if they exist, but the invitational assets, I wasn't offered them. If they do exist, I wasn't offered them, so I had to improvise. You know, Fury can do a few things every now and then. You can teach an old dog new tricks. So we are tied with about 2 minutes to go. Here comes Brody, up and over, beats 2 defenders. Dub is in the back, and Pato gets back just in time. Pato got beat as the first offender and rotated back quick enough to be back into the play. Love to see the hustle. And here's Cruncho staying with it. 0 boost to his name. Brody needs to touch this one, and it's in. Pato this time with his first goal. Brody can't get to it. Looked pretty comfortable, but the ball able to make it past. Minute 45 remaining. These 2 teams starting the duel now. Advantage Sonus. Old ceiling. Up against the backboard. And Camo gets the save. Great patience by him. Into the field. Kalos fighting his way through the corner. And Cruncho hasn't really got himself situated quite yet. But he will be a problem when he gets going. And Kalos doubles off the backboard. Great solo.
That was legitness.
We are tied 2-2. Simba's gonna like that from the chat. Everyone on the field just has a brave face about it. No quick chat love for that one. Perhaps unbecoming in such a setting. And Brody gets a dunking save. Demo on the field, chasing it down. Camo always where he needs to be apparently, but not so tough on the touch out to the corner, back into a shooting lane. And Brody tucks it in between the orange posts. Wet Esports up by 1. And we have seen this before from Wet Esports. No matter who's on the field for them, they like to get comfortable. They like to fill you out. But once they get going, it's tough sledding for anyone in front of them. To the ceiling. Brody tries to direct it. Goes a little too wide left. Kalos muscling through. Up and over the goal, Dub. Sonus looks a little out of sorts. Fantastic clear by Camo. He's been so good for Sonus early. One more shot. A clear. They're keeping it going. They want to score again. Let's see. Brody's eyeballing it. He has the boost. And he lets it down to the turf. Wet Esports up on the series. Best of 5 tonight. 1-0 Team Sonus were in control most of that game 1. And they just let Wet climb right back into it and secure the win. Brody, our game 1 MVP, 537, 1 goal, 1 assist, and 4 saves for Brody. Just involved in any which way he can. And was a huge asset on defense. All ready up here. We do have the co-stream going, so we may see the full intermission every time. But good action so far. Bolts is using the free GG's emotes. Help yourself, Bolts. They're free of charge. The full intermission. Game number 2 forthcoming. Pato up, and Cruncho is just gonna slice into him with the breakout right in the air. Did Cruncho spawn in midair? How did he get up there so fast? And here comes Brody to the corner. He's looking to double. Great pass. Needs some help, and it's Cruncho. A quick strike for goal 1. And this is what I was talking about from Wet Esports. It's all about momentum with them. And Pato drops it down. Look at the carry, loses possession. Kalos saw the trouble he was in. And wants to, that's in.
Off the post!
Just a little wide, right? Inches, making your boy look silly. I'll get the glasses out next time. And here's Kalos. Not distracted by the boost. Maintaining his zone. And Brody will get 50 to midfield. This is trouble. Camo put in a tough spot, but a fantastic touch for him. Kalos up the field. Dub wants a demo on the blue side. Pato with the shot off the post, but back into his Octane. Nice wall double here from Pato, just keeping twisted, keep driving in. And we are tied once more. Kalos up the corner off the backboard. Brody sends it right back. Great shot and another save.
Outstanding.
Dub takes it away. Pato with the much needed clear. Pass up to Cruncho. I think he let that one get away from him maybe a little too far. And Brody gets sent back in rotation. Brody, our defensive savior from game one. Kalos has the 1v1 Pato. What does he want to do? And a save by Pato. Brody can't double up the wall. Cruncho is able to shoot on the rebound. A 1-goal lead again for Wet Esports. Let's see if they can build on it now. Team Sonus, very good in their own right. Not gonna let it happen so easily. Dub loses possession. Cruncho takes advantage, sends it to the wall. Pato and Camo help out immediately, recognize the danger. Dub down midfield, and Kalos drives into him again, and they might see something with Dub. Every time he touches the ball, he has a member of Wet Esports on him immediately. And that one is in. Tied once more. These two teams are dueling. Cruncho tried to take that one away. And Pato in once more. This one for the tie. Just realized there we are. So 2-2. No clear-cut advantage yet. Both teams at large. Brody gets a dunk, but Dub is able to take advantage, and Cruncho drives into him once more. Dub trying to get up and over, and Cruncho high points him again. Kalos to the wall. He should be able to double, and Cruncho wins on the 50. Dub slides underneath. A lot of back and forth. Director Cam having a tough time keeping up. Brody looking to stay with it. Great initial touch, but we keep rolling. Camo out of the corner. He runs into the opposition. 2-2 now. Dub off the wall, and he drives into his best friend Cruncho as Crunch goes back in rotation. So back and forth action, ball movement, but it's all been on the orange side of the field as Cruncho gets up. Out of the corner, could be a shot. It's on. Brody saddles his team with the lead.
Ooh, he's trying.
A minute 4 remaining. Let's see if Wet Esports can keep it up. Team Sonus cannot be written off by any stretch of the imagination. All their goals seem to come when it's least expected by everyone. Brody lined up. Kalos looks to sweep the goal line. Cruncho, what a shot from Crunch! And Kalos scores on the rebound. What a play!
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo a Cristiano, Cristiano en el área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
Quickness and ball movement will set you free. Wet Esports showing us a lot here. Trying to secure game number 2, trying
Brutality.
to get one game closer to a 3-0 sweep. And there's the fake from Kalos. From his own corner. And if you dazzle the defenders, they might let it through. Wet Esports up by 3, and again, we see that slight trickle turn into a flood from Wet. Do not forgive the pun. That is completely intended. And here we are. So 3 goals, 20 seconds remaining. Team Sonus probably just wants to end strong, keep everything in front of them, and look forward to game number 3. It will be match point for Wet. And it's down to the turf. Wet Esports keep chugging along, and this lineup looks good. Simba not available today, but supporting from the chat. Now Cruncho is our MVP. 2 goals for him, 2 assists, 0 saves for Wet Esports. Let me tell you a little something about 0 saves. That means ball control. That means offense. That means midfield presence. And that is how you get the 5-2 win that they were able to finish with. Again, the full intermission here, but everyone looks good. Everyone got involved. Callus at the bottom. Someone's got to be there. 388, 2 goals for him on 3 shots. What more do you want? Obama says Roasty and I are basically ball boys for these guys. That's no shit. That, I think you're in illustrious company. If you can even just be the ball boy, you're doing something right. So game number 3, match point. And Wet Esports is coming out ferociously to open up game 3. By the time it hits game 3 and you're up on the series 2-0, you have a tremendous mental advantage, or at least you should. And you can definitely lean on it if you are so inclined. Alice out of his own corner, good touch by Camo. And Pato cuts off the outlet pass, but Cruncho's around. Cruncho again with another car change, going from breakout to, I believe I saw his Octane. Brody gets robbed. Cruncho upping him out on the back end of the play. This might be shot at. Up and over and out, cleared. What a save.
Outstanding.
Brody lines it up off the backboard, needs a shooter, and it's Kalos. These Wet boys can do no wrong.
Oh boy, he's cracked.
Wet Esports picking up where they left off, starting a little over a minute in, and they are up 1-0. Brody wastes no time, gets up, beats a defender. There's a shot and the ball movement. The ball movement for Wet Esports starts with Brody.
Would you look at that? Filthy. Absolutely filthy.
And that is undefendable. My goodness, I didn't see who was there on the goal line, but that is tough business, rough sledding. And a save by Callus now on the defensive side of things. Cruncho wants the infield, and Camo wants no part of that, is able to deny them. Callus looking for pass. They're getting the infield movement going, and Team Sonus, credit to them, they're able to diagnose these plays now. They're gonna have to look out for that, but has the damage been done as Brody redirects across midfield? Fantastic movement from Brody and his Fennec. Cruncho can't get a whole lot of that one. Pato to the backboard. Camo has an opportunity, and Cruncho snatches it from his clutches. Cruncho in the nick of time. Great play diagnosis. And a shot there from Camo to the back wall. Not going to double. He will demo.
It's the worst corner in the game.
This one's out on the field, and that looks not quite wide. Cruncho and Brody snack on this one. That ball was going in come hell or high water. It was gonna happen. Wet Esports up by 3 now, pitching the shutout. And if their defense continues for these last 2 minutes, they stay undefeated. Great pass, great shot, a rare miss high and wide. And now Team Sonus looking to strike in transition. Brody beats the defender, goes on the inside, pinches with Cruncho. Wide to the orange net. Crunch. Out of boost as Dub lets it go. Brody wants to double, but miscommunication with Cruncho, who really never left that back wall. And that one will muscle through. Cruncho with the hat trick.
Imagine how many women just start blowing up his DMs.
And that's what it takes. Wet Esports, they're making it look easy, but they're not scoring on direct shots. So credit to Team Sonus with their initial defense. They're very staunch. They're very stout on the goal line. But people like Cruncho are there just to jam it in, to win a 50, stay tough, get high, and just secure the goal as they're up 4-0. Good bump there from Camo. Back pass. And Brody just dives all over him. He saw that play unfolding and didn't want any of it. We have a demo. Cruncho in space. Camo with the play, and Brody with his first goal. And again, it's really not that first attack, that first attempt. It's just playing tight, playing close. It's synergy that Wet Esports is exercising. Pato up to the crossbar, and Pato will bar down. What a shot from him. He takes the offering from Dub. Brody caught a little flat-footed there, and what a shot. 49 seconds to go. But it may be over and done with here. Callis sends it in. Brody tries for one of those patented redirection shots. Callis utilized the last of his boost to put it in the midfield. Team Sonus trying to rally here. 30 seconds to go. Callis by himself. He's got a 1v1. Looks like Dub on the goal line, but Callis is in.
That's what you call pulling it back and letting it go, PJ.
6-1. This is Brazil territory. 23 seconds left. Not necessarily enough time for the comeback, but Wet Esports, they have come in. They have come into the Invitational with a big chip on their shoulder. And a Brazil would be a huge statement, as Cruncho driving through. Loses possession, maybe a little too fancy. And it's down to the turf. Wet Esports gets it done. 3-0 sweep. GG's all around. And Obama was hoping, waiting, wondering about the Brazil. I will be speaking to Brody in the post-game interview. All right, there he is. Calling out to Brody now. There he is. Brody, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can.
All right. So huge congrats to you. I know that's your guys' standard, so we won't even go there. But how are things feeling tonight?
They're feeling pretty good, like we were playing well and we played our game.
Definitely. A trend I see with you guys with the few matches I've seen you play is that you just get progressively more comfortable, it seems like. Is that intentional? Do you use game one to kind of test them out and see what they're capable of?
I think that game one is always a feeler type of game, and
Okay.
then like as we get going, we start playing our game and then we just get better and better.
Okay. With all the plays and all the passes, is there one person usually in comms that's kind of maybe the ringleader calling out certain things, or does everyone just kind of have an understanding of where they should be at any given moment?
We all try our best to calm, but I'd say that I'm usually the person who's like leading the comms.
Okay.
I think I have the most like experience in that area.
Right.
So
Right, yeah, and game one, you open up with 4 saves, I believe it was. So when you're playing that back roll, you're able to see the full field, obviously. So it's a lot easier to make those kind of call outs as well. And so you stick with personnel. Are you guys just as comfortable with anyone on the roster being in the lineup, or is this the preferred 3-man start here?
we're comfortable with anyone, I think.
Okay.
But our preferred start is me and Cruncho and like either Kalos or Simba. Those are the.
Okay, so
It doesn't really
those
matter
two will
either way.
interchange when needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're also for little pads as well. Tier 1 and the Invitational, they're pretty similar. Tier 1 in IGL is GC2 plus. For you, for pretty much your entire team competing in both, do you feel a difference in the level of competition, or does it just, are you guys just going?
For the actual league, GC2 and up, it's kind of simple to play against that.
Sure.
But like for the invitational, it's a bit better.
Okay.
So it's like it's more fun,
So,
really.
okay. Well, that was my biggest question. If there was like a noticeable difference between you guys, so it's cool to hear that there is. This coming Thursday, I believe you guys should have, for intents and purposes, your biggest challenge so far in the invitational season. It should be Trash Esports, who, as far as the invitational is concerned, they've won it twice. They do have the dynasty. I'm not sure if they've made any personnel changes on their side, but that should be a huge showdown between these two squads. Do you guys have time to prepare during the week, or what's your favorite way to practice and get some reps in together?
I mean, usually we just like play private matches with each other sometimes, and like we usually play on our own so we can keep our mechanics up and stuff like that.
Right,
So
right.
we don't really practice together really, but we know what to do when the time comes.
Right. So, General was mentioning it to me. He's seen you guys. The more he sees, the more he likes, and he's thinking about you guys for the bubble. Is you guys? That's got to be on your mind, right?
Oh, well, it does, but I don't know.
What do you think? No commitment, but that's like the next thing. You said it. Tier 1, it's pretty simple. No disrespect to anyone. Invitational, so far so good for you guys. You almost rattled off for Brazil there at the end, and it's just that next thing. So yeah, I just wanted to pick your brain about that.
Like the bubble, it's just a lot harder than that.
Right.
And like,
go ahead.
and like I honestly have my own team for that
Oh, okay.
that I'm playing with. So
Okay.
this is just a thing I want to do with friends and stuff.
Right,
But
right.
we're playing well, so
Very.
that's all that matters.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So, what would you say is it just individual skill, or maybe more synergy with your actual bubble team than with the invitational or even little pads?
My actual team, it's like, I don't know if you know what B plus is or
From
six man.
Six Man's. I just found out recently, but yeah.
Yeah, we've all been B plus, and
Okay.
so we wanted the team, and so that's where we're at right now. And
Okay.
with this, it's not really B plus
Sure.
level, really.
Sure.
I'd say. I mean,
Right.
they're
No,
like
it is-
SSLs, but
Right. That's what, people kind of get, sheepish having these discussions, but that's what it is. I mean, if everyone can be even in the bubble, if not RLCS, then everyone would do it, but then we wouldn't watch it. I think the most captivating thing about Rocket League is that there's so many different levels to it. From the person that just got on the sticks, just started to, name a name in RLCS. There's so many different ways to be good or bad. So it's just interesting, with the bubble teams, because there's only, so many different ways you can practice. And like you said, people who do have those aspirations, they get to the bubble, and there is that humbling moment where they realize, even they were like a few levels behind or a few steps.
yeah, I mean, I'm still far behind where I want to be.
Right.
So it's just you have to keep playing and grinding, and that's what I'm going to keep doing.
Perfect. So I know you're the designated interviewee. Cruncho says never again. Are we sticking you in for the interview? He wants you to talk them up, I guess.
He wants me to talk them up.
Well,
okay.
Which is a perfect segue into my next question, the hot seat. So you we're gonna give away the game ball. Who you picking, the MVP of the series?
MVP of this series?
This series, yes, sir.
I think I'd have to go with Kalos here.
Okay.
Not gonna lie.
He looked good.
He did. He did.
Was it something extra special tonight, or is it just, again, I think standard is the word that we've been throwing around. Was it his standard, or was there something a little extra fun on what he was able to do tonight?
Yeah, I think it's our standard at this point. Plus that one double tap he had was crazy. So
yes. What are who's the out of you, Kalos, and Crunch, who gets the most hype in the voice chat?
Honestly, it's Cruncho. Cruncho is that guy.
Yeah, sometimes you think his keyboard is locked in all caps with caps lock,
I think it is.
But no, but then he'll purposely come out of it, so you're like, oh no, he was just, that was all on purpose. So it would make sense that it would translate to voice chat. Okay, but yeah, all the luck to you guys on Thursday. Should be a good one. I know you came in with a big chip on your guys' shoulder. What do you guys do with that motivation? Is it a talking point for you guys, or does it just come up, casually when it does?
I mean, it's just casual, I think. Like,
Right.
we're not really that worried, but at the
Right.
same time, this is the other probably best team in this, so
Right.
we want to make sure that we're prepared for it.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I think it's going to draw a lot of eyes, and it's going to be interesting to watch. I'm definitely going to set the time aside. But you have the floor, sir. Shout outs, plugs if you got them. Anything you want to talk about, feel free.
Oh, I gotta get a shout out to my team. Shout out
There
to
you go.
Wet Esports. Shout out to Six Mans. I don't know why. Just shout out to my mom. She's not watching,
Hey.
but gotta shout out the mom.
She can see the VOD.
Oh, she won't.
She definitely
No.
Has she ever seen you play?
No.
Really? Do you tell her how good you are?
Yes, but she doesn't care about Rocket League,
Well, no,
which is
my mom.
probably a good thing
Why?
because it's Rocket League.
When I told my mom I started casting, I've told this story before, but she was like, "Wait, what do you mean? You're like, it's like amateur esports?" I'm like, "Yeah." She got on Twitch, she followed me, made an account, she gets on, and I was like, "It's just car soccer." And when you tell someone that, they go to watch and like, "Oh my god, this is fucking car soccer." Like people, they have to sit with it for a little bit. So your mom, if she ever got around, she might have that same moment as well. But
It's a fun game though.
definitely,
I gotta admit.
definitely fun. Yeah, fun to watch. People get really, really good, and it's so competitive. Anything else from you before we take off?
I gotta thank my team, for supporting me, But that's all. That's all.
That's good, team. Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need. So yeah, big congrats again. You guys are making it look easy, and good luck Thursday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely. Peace.
Peace.
All right, that was Brody. I put up his little pad stats just because, again, I don't have the assets from the excuse me, the invitational stuff. But that's what it is. Why am I fanboy Fury? What the hell happened in the chat? All right, so let's shut it down. What is it? 6:40. I think the main channel's still going. So yeah, they're kicking off in 18 minutes. Let's hook up the boy. Let's hook up the boy. Bolts, they should be 3-0 with that win. I know they're undefeated for sure. Pyro, I was gonna go Mean Marine, but if you wanna drop the channel points, you can stop me. You can stop me if you dare. Yeah, we like Mean Marine.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! What is she doing? I never know what she's doing back there.